I recently made this video and it made a lot of people upset. Some of them calling me obese.
Is he in fact obese? And I'm saying yes. And if you look at his photos from back then, do you think he looks healthier now or back then? Coach Greg, in today's video, is this obese? And so we got a famous man, his name is Trevor Wagner, and he posts a video to say how BMIs are flawed. And frankly, they actually are. The only problem is, in this case, it is not. Friendly reminder, this is obese on the BMI scale. And so in case you're new to this, anything above 30 is classified as obese. Now, the problem with the BMI scale is if you have a ton of muscle, it's not going to be accurate. And so, for example, on the BMI scale, I'm about 30, and so I'm kind of obese. Despite the fact I had sub 10% body fat on the DEXA scan, and according to my laser eyes, I'm probably 9% or less. I'm obese on the BMI scale, and so what he's saying is partially true. The problem is his physique is still obese. You might be thinking I'm hating on him, I'm putting him down, and perhaps I'm making fun of him because of the color of hair and so on. Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm not saying that he looks bad. I'm not saying that girls or perhaps even guys wouldn't be attracted to him. What I'm saying that he's overweight to the point that he's obese and it's not healthy. And if he were to lose some weight, let's call it 20 or 40 pounds, then he would be significantly healthier. Just because you're overweight doesn't mean you're not attractive. And to the same extent, just because you're at a healthy weight, it also doesn't mean that you're attractive. Is he in fact obese? And I'm saying yes. I think that the problem is society thinks that when you say obese, you're thinking of someone who weighs 400 pounds. 40%, give or take, of the United States is obese. And so essentially, every second person that you look at is obese. Does this not look like a guy who lifts weights, who's strong, but is also fat? Fat and obese is the same thing. Does he look lean? Do you think he's at an ideal body fat percentage? Do you think that at 6'3" and 265 to 270 pounds, that is his ideal weight for longevity? Now remember, I did some research about close to 4 years ago. He competed in a powerlifting competition. He dehydrated, dieted a little bit. He weighed in at 220. And so he's over 40 pounds heavier than then. And if you look at his photos from back then, do you think he looks healthier now or back then? You don't need to bulk to 28 or 30% body fat in order to put on muscle. You don't need it to be stronger. But remember, it's your choice. But if you make a video and say that this is an example of why the BMI scale is wrong because look at my body, and you have 28% body fat, probably closer to 30, it doesn't prove your point. Even though your point is correct, you're not proving it.
Anything over 25% body fat as a man is considered obese. I'm not saying he's morbidly obese. I'm not saying that he's next up on my 600-pound life. I am just saying that he is obese. He has so much body fat on his body that he's obese. You might like the way he looks. You might like the way that you think he's handsome. It doesn't matter. Objectively speaking, he is obese.
I love how the only one criticizing are boys when all the girls are drooling. Men can call out other men. Women will tell a woman who's obese that she's a 10. You're a 10. And then you know what? You say, do you know what? You look exactly like her. And she'll say, what the are you talking about? I don't look like her. Well, you just said she's a 10. Well, I just compared her to you. The deep down, she knows she's fat. But what women do is they butter each other up. They compliment each other. They don't say mean things. Guys, in their hand, you'll be at 9% body fat and bro will say, look at you, you piece of shit. You're ugly as fuck. This is what guys do. It's way harder to be truthful and say, you don't look good. You eat like shit. You're a fat piece of shit. You're lazy. Than to say, oh, love your body. No matter what. Comments here prove that men literally don't know what women want or like. Women don't know what they want or like. Women just say what they think you want to hear. And so when you show bro at 28 or 30% body fat, and then you show bro at 15% body fat, and you say, which do you think is better? Which would you like? And they say the guy with 28%. No. They say that in an interview with a camera on them. I like the dad bod, but in reality, that's not the bro that they're taking.
Looks aren't important. It's what's on the inside that counts.
I am guaranteeing you that this man at 6'3" and 268 pounds, if he weighed 228 pounds, more women would find him attractive. If he went from 28% body fat to 18% body fat, more women would find him attractive. Now, Am I saying that more women would find him attractive at 5% body fat? This is not what I'm saying. But based on the literature, based on the science, women prefer men who are somewhere between 10 and 15%. If you're looking to looks max and you can see the chiseled jawline, the bone structure, and so on, the number one thing you can do as a man to improve your attractiveness is to lose some weight. Let us just analyze this, bro. Let's look at some of his older photos. Let's see when he was leaner. How many of you think he looks better here? Friendly reminder, you're hot as hell. Nobody's saying he's not attractive. We're saying he's obese. You know, it's frustrating to be a YouTuber and to constantly make videos about people and to say you're fat, and then they'll respond, what are you saying? Why are you saying they're ugly? I said they're fat. I never said they were ugly or beautiful or anything. I said fat, obese. Obese does not mean ugly. Did I make myself clear? But I can guarantee, and you cannot trust me, you cannot believe me, you can take a woman's opinion on this, but girls prefer men who are leaner than guys who are obese. Do you really think that the problem with most men who can't secure a woman, they can't attract the opposite sex, is they're just too lean? Most men who are at 10 to 15% body fat, if they only gained 30 or 40 pounds of fat, they would be way more attractive. And so you should strive to have a dad bod. Women don't know what they want. Men tell them what they want. They show them. Don't listen to what a woman says. Listen to what she does. Women, on average, go after leaner men than they do fat men. Women, on average, go for 6'3" tall studs more than 5'3" tall studs. If he was 5'3" and had 28% body fat, there wouldn't be a bunch of women chasing after him. He's tall. He's attractive, but he's obese. If he loses weight, he will be just as tall, but more attractive. Do you get it? If you're overweight and if you're obese, you're not healthy. If you lose weight, your blood pressure is going to go down, your blood markers are going to get better, you're generally going to be healthier and live a longer and healthier life. Bigger bodies in general don't live as long as leaner bodies, and so if you're 6'3" and 270, the heart has to beat harder. More wear and tear, and you don't live as long of a life. And so you're not as healthy as if you were leaner. I don't think you can debate this. I mean, you can try, but you're going to lose.
Trevor Wagner just got his body fat tested to confirm whether or not he is actually considered obese, and the results came back saying he was 28% body fat, which is clinically considered obese. Here, take a look.
My dry weight was 268, my body fat percentage was 28, and my lean mass was 192 pounds.
Let's see the aftermath. He recorded a video to explain himself, to prove to the world that he isn't fat. People accuse him of having 35 to 40% body fat. You know, some people accused him of that. Most people said he was around 30%. And so the thing is, the world is watching my videos and learning from them, and their laser eyes are more accurate than the DEXA scam, the hydrostatic weighing, the in-body scam, the BIA, all the bullshit. You can just look in the mirror with enough practice and you know roughly, give or take, if you're fat or you're not.
I recently made this video and it made a lot of people upset. I did get some interesting comments. Some of them calling me obese. Some of them saying I'm 40% body fat. And I thought that's a little bit of a stretch. Like, I don't think I look that bad. I don't have a shirt on right now.
See, he's saying, I don't think I look that bad. See, the difference is we're medically defining his body as being obese or not obese, overweight, and so on. And so by saying, hey, we think you have 40%, it's not to say that you look that bad, it's that you look that fat. And it's not 40%. Some people are exaggerating. This is what people do. They try to get viral comments. They want to make people upset. I'm just guessing exactly what I think. I guess 30%. It came up at 28. The scale was off by 2%. It's almost accurate. I mean, according to my eyes, it's 30. We know that's more accurate than whatever scan you're going to do. And so you're obese. I mean, what else do we need to say?
I do lift. I know in that post, a lot of people were saying it looks like I don't lift. I do lift.
See, these are morons. Clearly he lifts. He looks like an average, strong, fat person. An average powerlifter that competes, that's strong. That is how you look. Argue with me. You saying no? Powerlifters, strong guys, 270 pounds. Do they not look like that? Most of them. Some are leaner, some are fatter. Average. Is he not that? I never said he doesn't look like he has muscle. I didn't say he doesn't look strong. I never said that he's ugly. I said that he's obese, which is fat. Period.
I do lift 5 days a week, unfortunately.
Why would you say unfortunately? What's wrong with lifting 5 days a week? My personal opinion is you don't do enough cardio. If you were riding a bike 5 days a week, I believe you'd probably weigh 220 pounds and be your ideal weight. And if you posted the BMI scale has me looking obese, everyone would say, yeah, this is ridiculous. Imagine this guy, 220 pounds. He doesn't look obese. He looks amazing.
Have done strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, classic physique. I've done all those. And I've competed. So just to prove the people that are being kind of mean in those comments, I'm going to get my body fat checked right now. I just got the results. So you can see it at the top. Today's date. My dry weight was 268. My body fat percentage was 28.
There, confirmed obese, 28%. I mean, he just proved all the commenters correct. Now, the liar is saying he looks like he has 40%. Those are just idiots. I said 30.
So for the people that are saying I was 40% body fat in the comments, that's a stretch. I thought that was crazy. And to all the like fitness guys that were stitching my videos, it's all good. I get it. You guys need to get some views in. And it was an easy picking. No bad blood. I don't really care.
And so people are making videos about this because A, he's famous, and B, it proves their point. You can look good and be obese at the same time. And if you think that you shouldn't diet or you shouldn't lose weight or this is healthy, it's not. Just because a lot of girls find him attractive doesn't mean that he's healthy. Are you getting what I'm explaining? If he wanted to lose some weight, make it easier, he could, of course, get my cookbook. He could also purchase GLP Max. Code Greg, 15% off, reduce your hunger by 28%. And so think about how easy it is to not eat when you're not hungry. You reduce your cravings. You go from 8 out of 10 hungry to 6. You eat less calories, you lose some weight. Now, if he really can't lose weight, if he's really struggling, he's born with too many fat cells, the ghrelin is through the roof, he could go to AlgoRx, he could get his blood work done there, he could also get HRT, he could get enclomiphene, but he could get the various GLPs to reduce the appetite cravings even more. Hey, do what you gotta do. If you need to get Cialis, Viagra, BPC 157, NAD, glutathione, the list goes on and on. Go check out AlgoRx, who has pharmaceutical medications prescribed by doctors, 100% legal. Go get it right now. I'm putting him in his place. I'm being honest, open, transparent, saying exactly the truth. And so if you want to hire a coach to just say you look amazing no matter what, don't hire me. Now, if you want to be coached by me, of course, you click the link in the description. I have personal coaching one-on-one with myself, as well as myself and my team. Depending on the package you provide, it's me and you, direct contact. We're on the phone, we're doing everything. Or we have bi-weekly scheduled meetings where I meet all of you all at the same time. And so if you're interested and you actually want to lose weight and you don't want me to sugarcoat it, click the link right now. Now make a video on what the ladies commented so that the guys can hate you more. Do you really think that men hate this man? Nobody hates him. People are correcting him. He thought that he wasn't obese because, hey, I have some muscle. He then did his body fat test and it came back at 28%, which is obese. Now I'm talking medically. We're not saying that there isn't a girl that thinks he's attractive. We're saying he's obese. And so why would men hate other men? You think we hate him for not being sub 25% body fat? We don't hate him at all. In fact, I think most men would wish everyone else was fat. Think of it. If you're the only man under 15% body fat in the world and everyone is 28% body fat or more, you have less competition. Think of it. You would win every bodybuilding competition you ever enter. You're the only one that enters that has a six-pack, you automatically win. Every other man is 28%. And so why would you hate other people for not being as good as you? This is ridiculous. And so there's no hate. It's simple correction. Why is it hate when you're trying to help somebody to learn something? And frankly, if he has any intelligence, which I'm sure that he does, he understands that when you make a video and it goes viral because other people are talking about you, it brings more fans to your channel. And the more negative things that people say about you or the more negative comments that you receive, the better it is for you. Because you know what? Your fans all come to your defense. AKA, look at his comments. Look at the positive versus the negative. And so what you want is you want a lot of negativity. You're gross, you're fat, you're disgusting. No one would ever want to be with you. Then all the women who simp and feel bad for you are going to write, no, he's actually hot. We love the dad bod. Everybody wins. And so if you truly do want to win, you're going to get the cookbook, you're going to get the GLP Max, you're going to purchase the Turkesterone, of course, you're going to get the GO2 Max, and you're going to go and check out all of HTLT supplements and get yourself 15% off. And remember, if you don't like the product, you get a money-back guarantee and a $50 gift card. Who in the world is doing that? I don't know of any. And that's it. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. And until next time, I am out.